Welcome back, Children of the Night, to this finale. Well, basically the finale. We got to do a wrap-up episode. But this finale to Season 3 of the Infernal Archive. On this episode, we were watching Cannibal Holocaust from 1980. Andrew, could you please read to me from the Wikipedia Scroll of Doom?
Yes. Cannibal Holocaust is a 1980 Italian cannibal film directed by Ruggero Deodato and written by Gianfranco Clarici.
It was, you know what? An attempt was made.
Yeah. Yeah, I can speak Italian. What of it? An anthropologist, ventures into the Amazon rainforest on a rescue mission where he discovers, I'm not able to read today, where he recovers footage shot by a film crew documenting their disastrous encounters with local cannibal tribes.
So what does the anthropomorphized thing discover?
He discovers lots of stuff. Including himself.
Okay, so Cannibal Holocaust. I have seen this film before, but it's probably well over a decade now, so I forget a lot of the finer details. I do remember enjoying it when I saw it. It's one of those movies I think we've talked about before that's like on top 10 most fucked up movies, most horrific movies lists. It's got a ton of controversy surrounding it, a lot of really cool like behind the scenes information and fun facts and stuff. It's the movie I like to bring up to be when I'm obnoxious, as I always am. When people bring up Blair Witch and they try to talk about
it's the best found footage movie ever. It's like, actually.
First, that's one of the frustrations. People will be like, it's the first found footage movie. It's like, fuck no, is it not the first found footage movie? It ain't even fucking close to the first found footage movie. It's like, no. I don't know when it got that reputation. Maybe you could say like first mass marketed, widely released found footage movie. That's probably a more accurate statement. I'm being pedantic. I've got issues with the Blair Witch Project. This is well documented. If you know me, and I don't know if I've had the spiel on the Infernal Archive, I'm sure I have, but I'm very over the Blair Witch Project in my life. I find it highly overrated and not that good. Andrew, is there anything you know about this film or any thoughts?
I just know it's like, it's on all those lists really messed up. I know there's like apparently some like real animal deaths in this that make it. That's the thing that people cite as being really...
2 I can remember, but really there might be more.
Bad.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see one of the OG found footage films.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think you'll be...
Because,
pleasantly surprised, I hope?
Yeah, I hope so. And because, like, in general, the genre of found footage is such a hit and miss.
100%.
Like, either it works really well and it's immersive and whatever, or it's, like, kind of tedious. So yeah. I'm hoping it's the former.
I'll say, like, I have a lot more patience with found footage pre-Blair Witch than I do with post-Blair Witch.
Because totally.
The template has been laid. You know what you need to do to make a good film, and if you make shitty found footage movies these days, like, what the... Like, it's there. You know, it's...
Yeah.
We know how to do it.
Just do it. Just do that.
Just do that thing. Dude, take some of that. But yeah, we're going to check out Cannibal Holocaust from 1980, and then we will give you our thoughts when we're back.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome back, Children of the Night. We just finished watching Cannibal Holocaust from 1980, and wow, was that... I forgot a lot about that movie. It is far... It really lives up to its reputation. Yeah, Andrew, what'd you think?
I need some eye bleach, I think, after that. It was a lot. To say that was a brutal film in terms of not quality, but in terms of events on screen that you see, haunting.
Yeah,
haunting.
It's going to be an interesting movie for us to talk about because it's one of those films, and I'm going to bring up the film Martyrs because it's another movie it's a really brutal film to watch, but they're very different films. They're not really similar at all. They just have content that's very extreme. But yeah, it's like I can't deny saying I'm glad it exists because it kind of shows us where that bar is. Like, here's how far we can go and make an effective narrative film. And I remember having this feeling when I saw Cannibal Holocaust for the first time, where I forgot a lot about this movie, but I remember after seeing it, I remember being like, wow, I just saw a lot of really vicious, fucked up shit. But I still feel like that told a really compelling story. And
Yeah, I would agree.
It affected me morally, like it made me reflect upon my own morality, which I think is what the film is trying to. It's really trying to like shine a mirror on the society, and I think it just really. That's the thing. It's like I cannot condone this film, but I cannot deny its effectiveness.
The live animal deaths that you like. The thing is, you know that they're like everything else. You're like, that seems so realistic, but you know it's not.
Yes.
But then the seeing the actual animals be murdered on film, I understand why they kept it in, but it's hard to condone that.
Yeah, it's the type of thing where, if anyone was gonna try to pull shit like that today, I wouldn't want the film exhibited or shown. And the only reason that I think this film, it's because it was shot in 1980 and it's an Italian film, and it's the only reason that I'm like, oh, like, it's weird. It's a weird moral thing because it's like it makes me very uncomfortable. The animal deaths make me extremely uncomfortable. But like, it's done. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's like it's so purposeful within the narrative of the film. Like, do I wish that it could have been simulated? Absolutely. Like, that's what I like. Obviously, in a perfect world, I wish it was a simulated thing. But it's like I just don't think that production had the budget or the means or in the time you could have simulated that kind of thing in a way that's gonna feel, or maybe you can. I don't know.
I mean, they made the people deaths look pretty fucking real.
They did. That's the thing. It's like I don't know.
There's something to be said about you see the animal death very like up close, right in your face, and then when the people get killed in the distance and using the strategic angles and stuff, it makes the people feel more real because of that. Because of
the realism of the Yeah.
So I think that's part of the strategy they were going with there.
Yeah.
And then additionally, I would say that overall, the fact that this is the style that it was shot in, the hand cam, film, grainy 80s, it feels, we've talked about this before, I'm sure, but like marketing in horror movies, they'll say, oh, this feels like something you shouldn't be watching. This feels genuinely like the one guy, we'll have to put this clip here, but like in the actual film after the screening, the guy goes to the phone, he says, I want this footage burned.
John, I want this material burned. All of it.
That's kind of how I feel after watching this. Like, okay, I don't know if I can say that I'm glad that I've seen it, but it's a thing that we watched.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's almost like it's not my kind of movie necessarily. It's not a type of film that I would seek out very regularly or would like be like. There was a time in my life, and I've talked about it before, when it was like I just wanted to see cinema. I wanted to see how far cinema had come. So I wanted to see fucked up shit, and that was just a very specific. I'm not in that frame of mind anymore. Like you saying something's fucked up doesn't like. I'm not like, oh, I'm so interested in seeing your fucking. I'm more interested in seeing a good story and a good writing and all that kind of stuff. But I just cannot deny the effectiveness of this film in making you think about yourself and like.
Oh, it begs that wonderful question of who's more fucked up here, us for filming it or you for watching it?
Yeah. It's like what's that? Is it Harold and Kumar where he says like, I ain't gay for suck. No, what does he say?
He's like, ain't nothing gay about getting your dick sucked.
Yeah, it's
you
like
two are gay for sucking my dick.
You're gay for sucking my dick. It's like, it's the chicken or the egg quandary.
All the guards in Guantanamo were gay?
Fuck no! Ain't nothing gay about getting your dick sucked. You're the ones that's gay for sucking my dick.
What?
There's a lot, like, let's touch on the technical aspects of the film. The practical effects in this film are still really effective. There's a lot that still looks so fucking real. Like a lot better than a lot of stuff that I see. There's stuff in this movie that looks a lot better than what you see in a lot of Saw movies and stuff. And not to say like there's stuff in Saw that sometimes looks really good and looks very visceral. But then there's sometimes you're like, that looks like fake blood. That's too This is like, there is a heavy emphasis on them trying to be realistic. And there's unflinchingly,
and there's something about the fact that it's got the tribal theme going on through it, that it's groups of people and they're like it's not like one person killing another person. It's like one person being fucking beaten to death by a group of these tribes.
Yeah, there's no chance.
There's no chance, and it because of the frenzy around it as well. It feels like there's so much movement, so many people, so much chaos, and then it's from a distance, and it's on film. It feels so visceral, so real.
Yeah.
And again, I think the fact that it's older, like it looks older, lends even now why it feels like archival footage. Like if you've seen any documentary on like tribal people or the Amazon, the footage from this film could be put next to some of that archival stuff, and you wouldn't.
You could splice this into. I can't remember what the documentary is called, but I brought it up a couple times when we were watching it. There's that documentary about the making of Fitzcarraldo, the Werner Herzog film, and you could splice footage from this into there.
It would be hard pressed to.
And it's like if you're
a
a person who's totally ignorant of South America or like that, the culture's there, you would just be like, "Oh my god!" Oh god, these people. It's like I'll say maybe it's worth mentioning. Just be like, it's a movie from the 1980s. It's not trying to portray tribes of South America particularly accurately. It's like it's very fictional. Like there are not groups of people like this in South America, but there are certain aspects of the film, and I only know this because of that documentary about Fitzcarraldo, that were interestingly accurate, where it's like they were talking about how there's these two main tribes in the film that are in a state of war. Like they're just enemies. A guy says at one point it's like it's a free-for-all with them. It's like these guys hunt these guys and kill these guys, and these guys kill these guys, and they have no remorse for each other, like their respective tribes. And there's a scene in Fitzcarraldo where, because like Werner Herzog used Amazonians, people who actually live in these tribes in the Amazon, to be extras in his film and use them as labor and stuff. And yeah, there's a part of the movie where behind the scenes featurette where it's like there's these two on a little boat, some of the tribes people, and they're coming back. I think they're coming back to the filming location, and then while they're on their way back, they were just shot at with these massive arrows, and like one of them got hit, or both of them got hit with these arrows. They survived, but it's like there are these like not weird, I shouldn't say weird, but these tribal conflicts and disputes in South America, so that there are parts of the film that do feel based in a reality.
It's got enough of like just a shred of that accuracy, that you're like, you suspend that disbelief fairly quickly. Like I'm not like, even though I know, okay, yeah, there's these tribes, this isn't an accurate portrayal. I'm not jumping out of my seat and being like, yeah, bullshit, no way that ever happened or that ever existed.
It's like you could almost imagine like some untouched part of the Amazon where there could be maybe not, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's
look at the like, what is it, the Sentinelese?
Yeah, that's a great analogy. I don't know if they're cannibals, but they do. They'll slaughter people.
They'll kill you, no problem.
No problem.
Come anywhere near their island, they will not fuck around.
100%. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like the film does. It keeps its foot in that realism. There's enough realism there, like you said, that you're able to suspend your disbelief or whatever.
And a very interesting framing device for a found footage movie, being like this guy has to go and recover the footage and try to save these people. They don't know if they're dead or alive, and then recovering the footage, and then they're going back through it to see what they can make of it. And the idea is it's too brutal for, how can we even make a documentary out of this? This footage is so brutal, and having that be kind of the framing device, effective, interesting,
unique.
Unique.
I can't believe it's not a thing that's used more. Like it's a really good way to be able to. So a film I saw recently, you didn't see this movie, but Shelby Oaks came out. And that movie, to me, I enjoyed that film overall, but it did one thing that I thought just did not work remotely, where it went from a found footage style it's found footage for like 10 minutes or so, and then it goes into really well lit, or like when I say well lit, I mean like studio lit, like a high budget production feature. It goes from this found footage style to that,
to high production,
and it's so jarring when you're watching the movie. You're like, these look like completely different movies, and you didn't try to mesh these worlds at all. And now
there's no way to like, they didn't actually transition between the two effectively.
No, it's like I got used to the one, and then it's like when you're in a movie and it's nighttime for 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden they'll cut to bright daylight. You're like, and it takes you 10 seconds to get used to it or whatever. But this in Shelby Oaks was similar, where it's like it took me another 15 minutes to get into the new style of film. I'm like, this just didn't work. Why'd you do this? This movie don't do that. It works because there's the framing device of the more cinematic footage, I guess. they have that frame device of them watching the footage and editing it and having those discussions, and then we're seeing the more gritty style shit with the footage taken by the documentary filmmakers who went into the Amazon. I shouldn't really call them documentary filmmakers. I should call them sons of bitches or pieces of shit, or I don't know. They don't deserve to be called filmmakers. They're fucking just terrible people.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Because the whole point of the found footage aspect of this film, you think, oh, we're going to see this horrible murder of these poor filmmakers by these tribal people.
Yeah.
And then we proceed to see these filmmakers, documentarians, going in there and like fucking burn the village down, rape a person, rape a tribes person, like commit horrible acts of violence and treachery. And then
some of them in the name
fucking
of
surprise Pikachu face, they're coming after us.
Yeah.
It's like, it took them that, the only surprising thing is it took them that long to fucking beat your brains in.
The filmmaker, they're just so deplorable because it's like, it goes to their hubris. They think they're so much better than these people that they don't even conceive of these people as a threat to them.
As a real threat.
And it's like, oh God, it's just their downfall. But it's like, it's like these, so the protagonist kind of, we have a protagonist and then we have these, movie begins, 4 filmmakers go into the Amazon to document this tribe. They're lost. Nobody knows what happened to them. So then this new guy comes in. They're like, hey, we're going to send you in and we want you to see if you can find them alive. He obviously doesn't find them alive, but he finds the film that they took and he brings the film back. And then the whole movie is them reviewing this film. So that's a brief summary of the movie. So these filmmakers are like sort of protagonists. I don't know what you'd call them necessarily. It's a interesting, whatever their designation would be. They're the antagonists. They're the protagonists. They're interesting as far as characters go. But yeah, you find out when they start reviewing the footage that they are the worst types of documentarians, where it's like there's that urban legend where it's like Disney killed the lemmings or whatever. Or wait, is that true or fake? I can't remember now. It's not. What is not true is that lemmings do not kill themselves. They don't jump off cliffs. That is an urban myth. And I think the story is that Disney hired documentarians and the documentaries chased lemmings off a cliff and filmed them, and then they perpetuated that urban legend or whatever. So these filmmakers in this movie, the ones that die, are those types of filmmakers. They fabricate situations to get the most dramatic footage they can, which is deplorable. And you're like, that's fucked up. Like you said, there's a scene when they burn down this village and then they make it seem like, oh, this is a raid by another tribe.
By the other tribe.
And you're like, that shit's fucked up. And even your limit for how fucked up these people are is reached. You're like, I hate these people. They're terrible. Then they start filming stuff that is clearly just for them, for their own sick sadomasochistic pleasure later on. Because like, it's not, like he said, like they are sexually assaulting people, graping them. And that's not footage you can show in any documentary. So, which leads you to believe that they are filming this for themselves later. Like, so they become, like, you are like, these are the worst people. Like they, like nothing, cannot salvage them.
Zero sympathy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a brilliant turn in the film because, like you said, at the beginning of the movie, you are like, oh, these poor, like they died.
They
had good intentions. It's like, oh, it was wrong, but it was good, whatever. At the beginning of the movie, and you're like interested to see, you're like, oh, are they gonna find any of them alive? And then when you start seeing the footage, you're like, thank God they didn't find any of them alive. Fuck these people. Like they become the true villains of the movie.
Big time.
And the movie, like, it takes on a whole new life when that becomes revealed. I hate how effective this movie is. It's like I wish that it was worse so that I could be like, nobody should watch this ever because it's but it's like,
I honestly don't know if I can recommend it to anyone to watch.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think I can either.
It's effective, but it's also like it will leave you feeling kind of empty.
Yeah, inside. I think the only people I can recommend this to is like hard filmmakers. You're used to very, very challenging material. So like Martyr, like if you've seen a film like Martyrs and you enjoy that film, like it's that level, or like 120 Days of Sodom or things like that. This movie to me is way better than 120 Days of Sodom. Way, way better. This film, in terms of emotional impact and effectiveness, I think is far superior to that movie. But I solely from the perspective of content. If 120 Days of Sodom is a movie you saw and you're like, I thought that was some good cinema, you're the kind of person that would probably enjoy Cannibal Holocaust, or you'd get something out of it. And I
Yeah.
did. I got something out of it. I find it very effective. Don't know if I ever want to watch it again.
No.
I'm surprised I've watched it twice now.
No, the only reason I would ever I can't even. I was gonna say, maybe if I was like watching it with someone who had never seen it and to get to see their reaction, but it wasn't a pleasant viewing experience. Nothing about it was like,
It's so much.
it's just, it's,
Because you would get the reaction the first 2 times and you'd be like, okay, I kind of had my fun and now I have to sit through another hour of this.
it's like the opposite. Like a movie I love watching with people for the first time is The Witch,
Yeah.
because, and having them go in blind and then watching until that turn and the reaction when the turn happens is like one of my favorite things to witness. But
Totally.
yeah, this movie, I think I'm gonna I never say never, but I really can't imagine myself watching this ever again.
It's so weird to see something that I'm like, I want it preserved in a museum, but I don't. I want only very select people to watch it. It's like a Pandora's box, or like, I don't know, like some. Yeah, it's
Actually, a good well, maybe not a good analogy, because I don't know if it's good that 2 Girls, 1 Cups exists.
Oh, God.
But it's like there is life before you saw that,
Yeah.
and there's life after.
Yeah.
And Cannibal Holocaust is identical in that way. There's life before that movie, you've seen it and you know it exists, and life after, and you are not the same person.
Do you want to tell it to me?
I will say that I think the artistic,
yes, of course.
2 Girls, 1 Cup is basically nil, but like
It is just a shock value thing.
I don't think there's much.
I think it's been proven that it's not real.
Oh, I don't know. Either
tangent.
way, it doesn't fucking matter.
Point being, I'm not speaking of artistic value. I'm speaking purely from the how much it will
100%.
shock and impact you in terms of just the content
100%.
of the.
It is.
Yes.
It is that type of like you have not seen anything like that. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah.
And you could honestly
you
argue
never, until you saw 2 Girls, 1 Cup, you had never seen it. So you can't
exactly.
know what it's like to have seen it.
Exactly.
And then Cannibal Holocaust, same thing. It's like, until you've seen it, you haven't seen it. And then once you've seen it, you can't unsee it.
You can't go back.
Yeah.
You can't go back to that innocence I had before.
And I don't regret seeing the film.
I almost do.
But
not quite.
I would agree with that.
Not quite.
It's like I'm
but-
almost I do. But it's for some reason it's like I keep saying this. The film to me, and to me personally, and if you watched it and you didn't feel this way, I would understand. It doesn't feel exploitative to me. I understand why every decision was made in this movie, and I get the impact it was meant to have, and I understand the intent behind it. And yeah, I like. There's so many movies that I cannot say the same for. That I don't think that they as much care was put into trying to convey a specific type of emotion or like try to get you thinking a certain way. And yeah, it's like it's hard. It's like, don't watch this movie. It's pretty good. Like that's what I want to say.
Yeah. So that being said, I think we said we had to give it a decent score.
Yeah.
So we said 10 out of 13, so like a 75%.
Yeah.
Just because technically it's very sound. Conceptually, it works very well as a whole. It's the other part that we didn't even mention when we were talking about scoring, but I think is for me is part of that score. It's very innovative. It is pioneering and innovative in the genre and in what it did for film as a medium.
100%.
But also not a really very enjoyable experience to watch.
No.
And
if at all. Well, no, it is, but not in the ways that you want. Not in a fun way. It's not a fun movie to watch at all.
No, I didn't have a fun time watching that. I'm kind of just glad that it's over now.
Yeah. We did it. We can say that. We did it. We said we were going to do it, and we did make it through. So yeah, there's our review for Cannibal Holocaust. Don't see the movie. Stay happy. Stay
innocent.
Stay innocent. Stay safe. It's probably not worth it. It's probably not worth it, to be honest with you. Andrew, you got any last thoughts?
No.
So this is our final review of the season. We're going to do one more episode where we go through the movies that we watch, and we're going to rank them on scariest and which ones we like the most. And yeah, please tune into that. Thank you so much for watching the season up to this point. We will catch you next time.